Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have some very happy news. 2 weeks ago, I officially went part-time at Amazon, and after almost 5 years of working full-time at Amazon, I knew I needed to make a change, and I finally did. If you guys saw my last video, you guys know how much that job affected my mental health. While I was filming that video, I had submitted my request to go part-time, and as of 2 weeks ago, it's official. I'm a part-timer. After 5 years of full-time warehouse life, I stayed because of the income and the idea that maybe eventually I'd move up. But deep down, I knew it wasn't my calling and I knew it wasn't going to happen. I was going to be stuck in another cycle that wasn't leading me anywhere. The hard truth, no matter how many days I would pick up, no matter how hard I worked, promotions and recognition never came. And trust me, I tried. And at some point, it just became repetitive. Clocking in, clocking out, and then that cycle, I started to burn out. My mental health took a serious turn. I gained weight, I cried before work, after work, sometimes even during. And what really pushed me to the edge was a time that I decided to transfer to an Amazon fulfillment center. And boy, was I wrong to do that. That warehouse made me question everything about myself, my dreams, my identity, my choices. And I started to tell myself, like, why am I here? How did I end up? How did I let myself end up with a life like this, with a job that just drains the living crap out of me? And I'll tell myself, like, God, there has to be more to life than just this. And the only thing that kept coming up was YouTube, the dream that I've been pushing down for almost 10 years. It came back louder than ever, but so did my thoughts. I began to tell myself, oh my gosh, what if people judge me? What would my parents think? What if I don't make it? What if I fail? And eventually I said, F it, because I'm gonna turn regardless 32, 33, 35, 40. And I'd rather start now than to be 40 still in the same place. And if my heart and soul is screaming at me to create, why keep silencing that? So I started. I uploaded my first YouTube video and I'm proud of it. Not because it was perfect, but it was something for me. Going part-time is scary. I'll have to be more mindful with my money, but honestly, I'm okay with that because for the first time in a long time, I'm doing something that I actually enjoy. I'm learning to choose myself. Still, I won't lie, it's been hard. When I told my parents, I didn't get support. I got silence. You know that silence when you know they're judging you and you can just feel it in your heart and soul? Yeah, that one. I feel they're worried about me and they have every right to be, but that doesn't mean I have to keep living a life based on fear. I've always felt this pressure, especially in a Latino immigrant household, that I always have to be the role model, the one that is there for everybody else and puts herself last, the one that never breaks. And I've carried that weight even when they don't ask me to. And that's why this shift, this tiny act of choosing myself feels so big to me. It's not about going part-time, it's about breaking patterns. Working at Amazon left me mentally and physically exhausted. Some days I've driven home in silence, unable to handle any more noise, completely drained from the machines, from the pressure and the repetition. But it wasn't all bad. I met some incredible friends that made my days bearable to keep working at Amazon, but I also learned to push through even when I wanted to give up. Since going part-time, I feel lighter. My mental health has improved severely. I have already finished reading 5 books, going on my 6th. Don't assume I've read all these in the last 3 weeks. I have read one throughout each month. I feel like I have time again for myself, for ideas, for healing. I've been going back to the gym. I'm not as tired anymore, not as depressed. I feel hopeful. I still feel guilt. I still worry about money. And I still have this little voice in the back of my head that I'm a disappointment to my family. But I'm also proud. I'm proud that I'm doing something that feeds my soul. I graduated with a degree in art. Maybe it was for something after all. Because creating, sharing, and connecting to this channel, It finally feels right for me. This isn't a success story, not yet, but it's a beginning, it's a first step. So if you ever felt like you're just floating through life, you're at a job that drains you, or if any of this story feels familiar, then this space is for you. I'm not here pretending like I have it all figured out, but I do know this. Life is too short to ignore your dreams. So if you're also trying to figure things out, your purpose, your path, or just how to survive life without losing yourself, this space is for you. I'm gonna continue sharing my story, the good, the scary, the tiny wins. If you're down to walk this path together, subscribe, leave a comment, or just say hi. I would love to hear your guys' stories. As for now, this is all I have for today, and I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys soon in another video.